How to make a bottle of formula and take it outside of the house. How to be out and about with bottles of formula ready to feed your baby. My name's Ruth, I'm a health visitor in England. Let's get into it. Please don't shoot the messenger. These are the NHS guidelines that I'm going to relay to you. As always, you must make your own decisions, make your own risk assessments as to what's right for you and your family. I appreciate there's loads of people that are going to say, I made up loads of bottles and just took them out whenever I wanted, etc., etc. There's a huge part of this that is survivor bias, it's called. You know, just because it was okay for you doesn't mean it's going to be okay for another baby. But this is just the evidence, the guidelines. You must do what's right for you. Let's get into it. Ideal scenario number 1. Boiling water, 70 degrees or hotter, which is a kettle will be hotter than 70 degrees. Usually when you've left the kettle for at least half an hour, that's when it reaches about 70 degrees. We don't want anything lower than that. It's not going to kill the potential harmful bacteria in formula. And then you've got a nice clean sterilized pot that has your ready measured out formula powder ready, and you know, you take your nice clean bottle with you, and then you can make the bottle of feed up as and when you're ready. A good quality heated flask, vacuum heated flask. Firstly, it doesn't need to be sterilised because you're putting the boiling water in there, but secondly, that should stay hot for several hours. Ideal second scenario, if you cannot do that, ready-made formula. Appreciate it's a lot more expensive, but it's, you know, what says what it is on the tin. You can literally take it with you and give it when you're ready. Third scenario, this is not the most ideal scenario. The NHS recommend doing this as infrequently as possible, only if you have to and you have no other choice. You make your bottle of formula up and you let it cool down in the fridge. We keep it in the fridge. Then when you're ready to go, you take it with you with an ice pack in an insulated containing bag, bottle, you know, somewhere that you can keep your bottle and it's insulated next to an ice pack. Now, this needs to be used within 4 hours. If you do not have access to an ice pack and you cannot keep that bottle of formula chilled, then you have 2 hours to use it from the moment you take it from the fridge. So if you've made up a bottle of formula and it's in the fridge, it can stay in the fridge for 24 hours, but it needs to be in there immediately because as soon as it's been on the side, it's been, you know, coming down to room temperature. If something is at room temperature and if the formula is at room temperature and it's nowhere near an ice pack or being held nice and cold, you have 2 hours to use that bottle of formula. And if it's in a cool bag with ice pack and it's staying nice and cold, you have 4 hours to use that bottle of formula. The younger the baby, the higher the risk of infection if we are not properly storing formula. There is bacteria in formula powder that needs to be killed by boiling water, and if you keep anything at room temperature, it increases the risk of food poisoning and bacteria developing and growing. Like I said, don't shoot the messenger, do what's right for you and your family. That's just the handy hints and tips from the NHS at the moment.